Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning into my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Saint Seiya Saint Cloth Myth EX, the God Warrior Beta Merak Hagen. Now let's take a quick look at the box to start. We got a nice photo of Hagen here, all donned in his god robe with the red and the silver contrasting. Very nice looking. We got a photo here of a horse that has 8 legs, and this is what he is actually based off of. I'll go into the mythology just in a little bit. We got all these symbols, company symbols, and the Saint Seiya Saint Cloth Myth EX logo right here. Now on this side, we see Hagen doing one of his attacks. I actually don't remember what this is called. Very nice looking. And on the other side, we have the object mode that Hagen is based off of. And again, it's that 8-legged horse. Very nice looking. Now on the back, we got him pulling off one of his signature attacks. Now remember, I think this was called the Great Ardent Pressure. And we also got the object mode again. And we got him in a battle pose with these golden claws. And I actually don't remember what they were from. We got the different facial expressions and the helm, especially with the God Warrior variations with their battle helms. Now on the bottom, we also have a bust shot of Hagen, Beta Merak Hagen right here, and all these stuff that I don't understand. And at the very top, we got our typical God Warrior box that shows the Great Dipper with the star that this character is based off of highlighted, being the Beta star right here. And we also have a image of Odin himself. So before we actually get on to the figure, I just want to go over a little of the mythology that this guy is based off of. So according to my research, this horse is called Sleipnir. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly, so please forgive me if I butchered it. So Sleipnir was the steed, the personal steed of Odin himself. It was said to be the greatest of steeds. And Sleipnir was also I think he was the spawn of Loki. I can't remember who Loki had the child with, but the father was Loki. That's all I really remember. So yeah, that's the mythology of this character. So let's take the box off to the side and let's take a quick look at the character himself. All right, here is the Beta Merak God robe, all assembled, and I really like how this object mode turned out. Like out of all the all three God Warriors that are released as of now, this has to be my favorite object mode. There's just so much character to even this horse right here. Like you see, he's like prancing and he's got all these legs. He's got 3 legs on the ground and 1 leg's kind of prancing up, and he's got all 4 of these front legs kind of just like rearing. He's got this nice tail, all spikes all along here. Let's see if we can bring him in close. He does tend to fall apart, which is the one bad thing about this object mode. So we've got this nice metallic red and the silver here, that red eyes. Very nice look to it. So we've got to be careful he doesn't fall apart. All right, we're just going to put him off to the back while we take a look at our figure. So here we have Hagen, the unarmored Hagen right here. Nice dark blue jumpsuit, and we got the yellow hair here, short in the back, long in the front. I'm just going to call it a reverse mullet because I have no idea if there's an actual name for this type of haircut. He's got a fists that are actually in a flesh tone, and he actually appears to be of a darker skin tone than I believe Siegfried and Sid were. His nice metal feet down here. Pretty skinny, but of course, he's without his armor. Once he has his armor on, he will look a lot better. So let's go over articulation real quick. So head is on I believe it's a double swivel with a hinge in the middle. And the base of the neck is on a ball joint, so you get quite a bit of motion there. We got some butterfly joints in his shoulders, and we got 360-degree rotation in his shoulders. Got a hinge that goes up to around 90 degrees. Bicep swivel right here. We get a double jointed elbow. Quite a bit of motion, that's really good. We get a ball jointed wrist that goes into the hand, and then we got a swivel joint that goes into the forearm, and we got a hinge joint in the middle. Let's getting these arms out of the way here. We get some, if I pop this out, maybe a little bit more, we get some ab crunch this far back, and this far forward. So we get more motion going back. Get a waist swivel right here. We got legs that kick forward this far and kick back that far. There's a thigh swivel right here, and he can do the splits. Pretty good. I would say even better than the figures. And we got knees that go pretty much almost 180, and we get an ankle swivel. And that's the thing on this guy. The only loose part about him are his, just the left ankle actually. The right ankle's pretty good. And we get ankles that go back this far and that go forward this far, as well as an ankle tilt that goes that far and that far. And we get the toe pivot that goes up to about right there. So that is it for the figure and the object mode. So just give me a few minutes and I will assemble him, and I will be right back. And here we have the Beta Merak God Warrior Hagen all armored up in his God robe. So let's take a quick look here. Got this nice metallic red and then the silver here. Very nice contrast. Got that Odin sapphire. Very nice looking. Pretty clean as well. We got the asymmetry going on, and I really like that. We got this arm here with the horse head and all the spikes. And then this arm, which is much cleaner. And he doesn't have a front hip skirt, I guess. So it's only the sides as well as a mini one on the back. So there's that. Got these nice curved spiky shoulder pads. And these little fins or wings on the sides of his ankles. So that is that. And yeah, he stands fairly well, of course. Anyone stands better compared to Siegfried from my last video, if you remember how much of a fiasco that one was. So let's take a look at some of the accessories that come with this guy real quick. So he comes with 3 extra faces. So we got the neutral face on him right there. We also got a screaming face. We got a grimacing face. And as well, we got a smirking eyes looking off to the right face right here. And to switch the faces is fairly simple. We're just going to tug on these little strands of hair in the front. Don't tug too hard, just nice and firm, and it'll just come right off. We're gonna grab our face, just pull that right off, and let's give him a grimacing face. Why not? So we're just gonna plug that right on and take our hairpiece and just pop that right on, and there we got a new face on Hagen. So get the faces out of the way here. And let's take a look at some of the hands. So he's got quite a few hands. So he has the 2 fists that are on him right now, which replaced these regular fists that were on the unarmored version of him. We also have 2 kind of semi-open palm hands, just like that. And we also have these 2 almost kind of like these posing hands. Kind of look like the Spider-Man kind of hands. As well as we have a pointing finger hand for the right hand, just this one hand. And as well as we have this golden clawed hand, which I actually don't really remember when in the show he used this. Just right hand as well. And to switch these hands, let's do it on this side, because I feel like this side is the easier side to switch hands. So we're just going to grab the forearm, grab the fist, and just rip that right off, just like that. Now, make sure he can stand, and make sure things don't fall off, which they always tend to do, of course. So make sure this piece now goes back on without an issue, just like that. And let's bring in a posing hand, our Spider-Man hand right here. So what we can do is take our old hand, take this armor piece, and just pop that right off. And now we're going to peg that onto this new hand piece, and we're just going to grab our forearm. Make sure everything's all nice and secure, and just give it a push. Sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's not. There we go, just like that. So now we have a new hand for Hagen, just like that. And make sure he can stand. Come on. There we go, just like that. All right, so those are the hands. He also comes with a extra chest piece. Now, the difference between this chest piece and the one that's on him is this one actually has more room here where the arms would go. So in order to change this, is first of all, you can see that there's not much room between the shoulder pad and the arms, right? It's pretty much almost this one solid piece. But to switch this chest piece out, we're just gonna grab the sides here and just give it a little pull. And you can see there's two little tabs that peg onto these two little holes in front. Now we're gonna take our new piece and we're just going to peg that right on. And now, once I drop these shoulder pieces, you see there's more of a gap here on the arms. And that just allows him to bring his arm further, so we can get it right. Make sure it's all lined up. Further across his body compared to that older piece. That's basically all it does. Make sure he can stand. Good. Now, let's take a look at a separate hairpiece, which has the holes on the side. And along with that, we also got our 3-piece helm that we see right here. So we have the crest piece in front, nice silver and very spiky. Also got these two almost like ear pieces on the sides. And to put this helm on, basically what we're gonna do first is we're going to pull this hairpiece right off. Comes right off just like that. We're going to put this new hairpiece on. So give that a press. Make sure everything lines up. Just like that. So we got this new hairpiece on. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our crest or our helm piece, we're gonna pop that on right here. Now we're going to take these ear pieces and we're just going to fit them on the sides here. Just like that. And we're gonna take the other one and just fit it just like that. So here we have Hagen with his helm on. Looks very nice. Now, if you remember with our God Warriors, there's pretty much always a like a battle configuration for this helm. So in order to do that, it's actually fairly simple. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna take these side pieces off. Now, this piece can actually slide up and down. If you look at the side here, I don't know if you can see that. You see there's a little slot inside, right? That's the one where the hair is. But this piece right here, the slot is much bigger. And that's actually for you to choose which configuration you want. You can actually slide it up here, and that kind of reveals his eyes a little bit more. Whereas if you slide it down, it kind of hides his eyes a little bit more. So to do the lower one, we're just going to slide that down and peg our side pieces in once again. Make sure everything lines up. Come on. This piece goes as low as it can, just like that. Plug that in, and then same on this other side. Line that up, plug that in, and now we have this piece lower down. You can still see his eyes if you tilt his head up, but if he's looking straight ahead, his eyes are kind of hidden by this mask. So that's the helm for you. Make sure he can stand. The only problem with this guy is his weak ankles, and these fins tend to pop up as well. His ankles tend to swivel side to side, and that can make him fall. Good. Okay, so our last piece of accessory is the cape, of course. So we got this nice big red cape, blue on the back, or white on the back. We got some blue shading right along here. It's very faint, you can probably see that. Then we got this bright red on the inside, which really matches his red and pretty much the silver very nicely. And to put his cape on, what we're gonna do is, we're just gonna come around. I like to tend to just place my nail right into this little slot right here and just pull that right off. And then we're going to take this piece, big peg piece, into that hole right in the back, just like that. And here we have Hagen with his, let's get everything posed up right, with his cape and his helm, just like that. Now, for some quick comparisons, we have Sid right here, which was our Zeta God Warrior, and we also have Siegfried, which I'm sure you guys remember as the guy that just cannot stand, as our Alpha God Warrior. And I am just anxiously awaiting for more God Warriors to be released, because I really like the designs of these guys, and they really look very different between themselves. All right, so again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit subscribe, turn on notifications so you never miss a new review when I put one out. And until next time, guys, take care. Bye.